California has some of the highest salaries in the world, the most powerful tech economy on the planet, and some of the most desirable cities ever built. From the glittering lights of Silicon Valley to the sun-soaked beaches of Malibu, it's a place that embodies innovation, opportunity, and the American dream. But beneath the surface, something's shifting. Year after year, more than 200,000 people are packing up and leaving the Golden State. That's not just a trickle, it's a tidal wave, reshaping the economic landscape of the U.S. in real time. So here's the real question. Why are more than 200,000 people still leaving the state every single year? And even more important, where exactly are they going? And are they actually happier when they get there? Because this migration wave isn't random. It's calculated, it's patterned, and it's driven by a mix of economic pressures, lifestyle choices, and the rise of remote work. In today's video, we're breaking down the top 7 states Californians are moving to in 2025, using real migration data from sources like the U.S. Census Bureau and IRS filings, cost of living comparisons from sites like Best Places, job market trends from LinkedIn and Indeed, and county-level hotspots that are lighting up on the map. Because once you see the pattern, you can't unsee it. Stick around as we dive deep into the why behind the exodus, the top destinations, and what it means for the future of American migration. Whether you're a Californian considering a move or just curious about these trends, this breakdown will give you the full picture. Before we jump into the countdown of the top states, let's pause and understand the forces pushing people out. And no, it's not just one reason. It's a stack of compounding trade-offs that have built up over decades, accelerated by the pandemic, and now fueled by data-driven decisions. Let's break it down. Number 1, the cost of living wall. From million-dollar starter homes in San Francisco to rent in Los Angeles that rivals mortgage payments, California's affordability crisis has reached historic levels. According to the California Department of Housing and Community Development, the median home price in the state hit over $800,000 in 2023, up from about $400,000 just 10 years ago. Even households earning well above the national average, think $150,000 plus salaries in tech, are finding themselves priced out of the very neighborhoods they built their lives in. In many metro areas like San Jose or San Diego, housing alone consumes 40 to 50% of household income, leaving little room for savings, vacations, or even emergencies. Take Sarah, a software engineer from Palo Alto, who shared her story on Reddit. "We were making 6 figures combined, but after taxes and a $4,000 rent bill, we had nothing left. We sold our condo and moved to Texas. Now we own a house with a yard for half the price." At some point, the math simply stops working. And with inflation adding pressure, more families are realizing that California's premium isn't worth the squeeze. This isn't just about housing. It's tied to broader issues like California's high state income tax rates, which can top 13.3% for top earners, compared to 0 in many other states. When you factor in property taxes and sales taxes, the total cost burden becomes unsustainable for many. Number 2, the remote work revolution. The pandemic didn't just change where we work, it changed where we can live. When your paycheck stays Silicon Valley-sized, but your job is fully remote, paying California's location premium suddenly feels optional, not necessary, and millions of workers have acted on that realization. A 2023 Gallup poll found that 60% of remote workers are open to relocating for better quality of life, and California has seen a net loss of over 500,000 residents since 2020, per IRS data. Imagine being a marketing executive in LA who can now work from a beach in Florida without missing a beat. Companies like Google and Meta have embraced hybrid models, allowing talent to scatter. This shift has democratized opportunity, but it's also hollowing out California's workforce. Experts predict this trend will continue as AI and cloud tech make remote setups even easier. John, a data analyst from Sacramento, told us, "I used to commute 2 hours each way. Now I live in Nashville and work from my home office. My salary didn't change, but my stress levels dropped by 80%. Then there's the lifestyle equation. Traffic congestion that turns a 20-minute drive into an hour. housing shortages that force families into tiny apartments, wildfire seasons that evacuate entire towns, water concerns from droughts that limit outdoor activities, 2-hour commutes that eat into family time. For many residents, the California dream started coming with daily friction, and people began asking a different question. If I'm going to deal with problems, why not deal with cheaper ones? California's air quality, while improving, still ranks among the worst in the nation due to wildfires and urban pollution. Mental health studies from the American Psychological Association show that chronic stress from these issues is a top reason for relocation. It's not that Californians hate the state. They love the innovation, the food scenes, the outdoor adventures, but the trade-offs have tipped the scale. According to the California Highway Patrol, traffic fatalities are up 20% in recent years, and a UCLA study found that Angelenos spend an average of 100 hours a year in traffic. Compare that to states with better infrastructure, and it's no wonder the exodus is accelerating. But here's the key thing to understand. Most Californians aren't leaving because they hate California. They're leaving because the trade-offs stopped making sense. And once that mental shift happens, migration becomes inevitable. It's a rational response to economic and lifestyle math. All right, now that we've unpacked the why, let's dive into the where. We're counting down the top 7 states Californians are moving to in 2025, based on the latest IRS migration data, which tracks tax filer moves. These aren't guesses, they're patterns backed by numbers. We'll cover migration trends, why people choose each state, and county hotspots that are lighting up on the map. Let's start the countdown. South Carolina, the coastal value escape. South Carolina attracts Californians who still want lifestyle, just without California pricing. Coastal cities like Charleston and Myrtle Beach offer ocean access, historic charm, and relaxed living at a fraction of West Coast costs. Think Southern hospitality meets beach vibes, with fewer crowds and more space. Migration trend. Inbound migration has risen steadily, with Californians making up a growing share of new residents. IRS data shows over 15,000 Californians moved to South Carolina in 2023 alone, a 25% increase from pre-pandemic levels. Why people choose it? Lower home prices, lower taxes, slower pace of life. In some markets, median home prices run 40 to 60% cheaper than major California metros. That price gap alone is life-changing. Plus, the state's sales tax is a flat 6% versus California's varying rates up to 10.75%. Charleston, with its cobblestone streets and antebellum architecture, feels like a mini San Francisco, but with homes starting at $300,000. Myrtle Beach offers golf courses and seafood shacks without the wildfire risks. It's ideal for retirees or young families seeking affordability. County hotspots. Charleston County, coastal luxury meets affordability. Greenville County, manufacturing growth and emerging tech. This move isn't about chasing higher salaries, it's about buying breathing room. Many Californians here feel like reborn with more disposable income for hobbies like boating. Moving up the list, we have a state that's all about financial freedom, Tennessee, the tax reset state. Tennessee represents a financial reset button. The headline reason? No state income tax. For Californians used to some of the highest tax rates in America, that difference feels immediate. It's like getting a built-in raise, saving thousands annually for high earners. Nashville, especially, has become a relocation magnet, blending music culture, healthcare jobs, and corporate expansion. The city's Music City vibe attracts creatives, with healthcare sector home to HCA Healthcare, offering stable careers. But it's not perfect. Housing inflation is rising fast in growth corridors, and summers bring intense humidity that can feel like a sauna after California's dry heat. Median home prices in Nashville are around $400,000, half of San Francisco's. A family from LA told us, "We saved $20,000 a year in taxes and bought a bigger house." However, humidity and occasional flooding are drawbacks. Hot counties. Davidson County, Nashville's economic engine. Knox County, affordability plus outdoor access. You give up the Pacific coastline, but gain long-term financial flexibility. It's a smart pivot for those prioritizing savings. Next, a state like California in its prime. North Carolina,
the career-safe move. North Carolina is where Californians go when they want affordability without sacrificing career momentum. The Research Triangle, Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, has become one of America's fastest-growing innovation hubs. Tech, biotech, finance, higher education. It's a diversified economy with room to grow, attracting companies like IBM and Cisco. Raleigh's tech scene rivals Silicon Valley's with a lower cost of living.
Biotech firms in Durham offer R&D roles, and UNC Chapel Hill provides academic prestige. Job growth here is 15% higher than the national average, per Bureau of Labor Statistics. Top counties: Wake County, tech and research expansion; Mecklenburg County, Charlotte's banking powerhouse. Some analysts call it California 15 years ago, before the extreme housing inflation. It's perfect for professionals who want innovation without the burnout, staying close to home but with big savings. Nevada, the don't go too far option. For many movers, Nevada isn't starting over, it's stepping sideways, close enough to California for family, culture, and business ties, but cheaper across housing, taxes, and daily expenses. No state income tax adds another financial incentive, saving Californians an average of $10,000 to $15,000 per year. Reno's tech expansion includes Tesla's Gigafactory, creating high-paying jobs. Las Vegas offers entertainment, but also affordable suburbs. Proximity means weekend trips back to California are feasible. Hotspots: Clark County, Las Vegas metro growth; Washoe County, Reno's tech expansion. The trade-off? Tourism-heavy economics and environmental limits. Still, proximity keeps it attractive for those not ready to fully disconnect. Now into the Sunbelt's heart. Arizona, the Sunbelt pressure valve. Arizona has absorbed massive spillover from California's housing crisis. Phoenix alone draws tens of thousands of former Californians each year. Why? Sunshine, space, affordability. Maricopa County has become one of the fastest-growing counties in the U.S., with population growth of 1.5% annually. Median home prices in Phoenix are $450,000 versus $1 million in L.A. The state's no-income tax policy and outdoor lifestyle appealed to retirees and families. However, summer heat can hit 115 degrees Fahrenheit, and water issues mirror California's. But rapid growth brings strain, infrastructure pressure, water sustainability concerns, rising home prices. Ironically, popularity is recreating the very affordability issues migrants fled. It's a cautionary tale, competing directly with California's allure. Florida, lifestyle overlap, but different trade-offs. Florida competes with California not just on cost, but on lifestyle branding. Beaches, warm weather, entertainment hubs, retirement appeal. And again, no state income tax. Major metros attracting Californians include Miami-Dade, Tampa Bay, Orlando. Miami's vibrant culture and tech scene, home to companies like Magic Leap, draw young professionals. Tampa offers affordable suburbs with Gulf access, but hidden costs include hurricane exposure. Florida averages 2 to 3 major storms yearly, and insurance spikes that can double premiums. Lifestyle overlap, but environmental trade-offs. Humidity extremes can be a shock after California's milder climate. And now, the undisputed leader. Texas, the scale winner. No state captures more Californians than Texas, not even close. In peak migration years, over 100,000 Californians relocated there in a single year. Why Texas dominates? No state income tax, lower housing costs, massive job markets. Austin leads in tech, Houston in energy and healthcare, Dallas-Fort Worth in corporate expansion. Austin's Keep Austin Weird vibe attracts creatives, with companies like Apple and Oracle expanding. Houston's medical center is world-class, offering jobs in biotech. Corporate HQ relocations, e.g. HP to Houston, have accelerated the pipeline. Where companies go, workers follow. Texas isn't winning because it's perfect. It's winning because it offers scale, jobs, land, housing, opportunity at volume. Median home prices are 60% lower, and the economy grew 4% in 2023. So, do they?
Let's unpack that. Financially, most do. Lower mortgages, lower taxes, more space. Many families upgrade their living situation within the first year. A survey by Redfin found that 70% of movers report higher satisfaction with finances post-relocation. But emotionally, it's mixed. Some miss California's diversity, food culture, and Mediterranean climate. Others miss the coastline, the mountains, the creative energy. Relocation doesn't eliminate problems, it swaps them. Texans might deal with heat waves, while Floridians face storms. But for most movers, the financial breathing room outweighs the nostalgia. It's about trade-offs, not perfection. One ex-Californian in Austin said, "I miss In-N-Out Burger, but my kids have a backyard now." Worth it. The California exodus isn't about abandonment, it's about recalibration. People aren't running away from opportunity, they're redistributing it. And as remote work, housing economics, and corporate relocations continue reshaping America, this migration map will keep evolving. The only question is, which states are ready for the inflow? And which ones will become the next California? Overdevelopment could turn these havens into the next hotspots of discontent. If this breakdown helped you understand where Americans are really moving in 2025, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. If you left California tomorrow, where would you go and why?